Hi, I'm Desiree Cahill. You might remember me from my episode on Speak Life, where I spoke on my abortion. Today, I'm pleased to show you the new me, the Jesus in me, that I found through prayer, but with the help of Arise Kingdom Ministries. My friend Yulia, who God brought all the way from the Ukraine, told me about them. She talked me into going to one of the summits that they had for women, the Arise Women's Summits in Colorado. So I got there and I was so overwhelmed with the love that I felt coming into there, the acceptance. It was very clear that I was in a very bad place, but they loved me anyway. They held me up. So I came back again. I went to Hamilton, Ohio the second time, where it was even better. I was still struggling with my addictions, with my lies, with all the things that come with it. But it gave me enough to push through. Then I went to Alabama to see Krista again, the Arise Kingdom Ministries. And that was amazing to see her with the youth and just have a moment to bond with sisters in Christ. Even though I was still in my addictions, they welcomed me. They didn't turn me away. I know that a lot of them knew, but they just accepted me. And with that love, it gave me the courage to keep fighting, to keep pushing to where I wanted to be with God. 4 weeks ago, I had an experience with the police, and God came down and he wanted to know if I'd had enough. And when I surrendered and said I had, he took it from me. He took that addiction. He took that pain. He took it all. And I was able to walk out of there free. And I couldn't wait to get here. Now we're all the way in Tennessee at another function for Arise Ministries. And I'm grateful. I also attend the EMM, which, is their life group, in essence. Mentoring group. And I do that every week with them. And that's what's shoring me up and teaching me how to walk with God now. I've always wanted to. Now I'm able to. The blocks are gone. And I have a strong ministry with Arise and the EMM group to show me how to do it well. I got married to Peter Cahill, my wonderful husband, who I actually brought with me on this trip, which was amazing. He's a great man. He's in recovery. He didn't know about what I was hiding. And that's one of the reasons I brought him here, so that the betrayal that I put upon him hopefully can be eased through just the love that we received through Arise Kingdom Ministries. He came in, my husband, he's had a long history with ministries and God, and he's been burned along the way. And he came in stubborn and with legal in his mind, you know what I mean? He knows the Bible. And he was stand-backish. She was enjoying it, but he was stand-backish. And there was something Krista said, and I don't even know what she said, but it was during the marriage moment where they were speaking on building up marriages and for us to stand up if we felt like we were still weak in those areas. I stood up. He did not. So I held his hand. I think he felt kind of pressured by me for a little while, and he stood up for a moment, and then he sat right back down. And Krista came over, and she was working so hard. And she said something, and the most beautiful sound I heard was, And then he stood back up, and he stayed up with me. And that was a moment that I won't forget. My biggest wish for my husband and I at this point is just that one little baby heart can come to another baby heart and just come back together in truth, in God's love, and secure us in that. And that's what we're going for. And that's what I found here with Arise and EMM, was a place to learn how to do that and do it well. Even though I was still in my addictions, to be able to be free about that pain from my abortion, to stand and to be able to say that, I did do that, but God still loved me. God forgave me, and that my child would love me and forgive me as well, made a huge difference. And when I went home and I made the video of me holding my child's hand, that gave me, I wouldn't call it a closure because it wasn't closure. It was an opening for me to love my baby. It allowed me to love her. And I'm grateful for that. Any advice I would have is find yourself a home. I found mine with Arise. Arise Kingdom Ministries and EMM have given me a home. God is real. Jesus is real. And with them, there's nothing that can't be overcome and accomplished. And I'm just grateful for it. I wish I could express just how much it's meant to me and how it saved my life, because it did. And that's it.